What color are you guys wearing next? We're blue. We're in All right, we're back from the rain delay. We just finished up the fourths, just finished. The score was 0-0. I thought UK ran a lot of systems, Lana ran a lot of pattern, but just in the end couldn't execute enough phases in a row. Indiana pretty much similar, but we've moved on, so these will be the A's versus the A's. So once again, I would anticipate it to be a little bit sloppy, but a little bit more structured as well. We had pretty heavy rain and lightning delays, so the field's going to be wet. The ball's going to be wet, so we'll see how that goes. But this will be the first kickoff for both squads here. See how they do as they get the kind of preseason jitters out, just on some of the base stuff, catch, receive, kick, exits, kind of some of the basics. We'll see how we look. Indiana's going deep right off the bat. Matt Verdes receives it. Coming up, pounding it up. Cats will most likely look to exit. We'll see what they do here. Got a big crash up to the big man Butters. Looking to probably exit. Jack Phillips has a big boot, so we'll see how far he can put this thing down there. Here he goes. Kind of shanked it a little bit. Indiana's on the attack. They've got a good platform here. Missed tackle. Luke Keogh with the play. Indiana set up. Let's see how the UK defense holds. UK press. Nice little double tackle right there. So they'll fold in, move back across. Another nice little tackle by sophomore Brendan Lynn. Cats are pushing him back, pushing him back, pushing him back. Indiana started on about the 40, and they're back on about their 40. So Cat defense was pretty strong, and they forced a turnover. Trying to take a look at what we're doing here. I don't know if we got a line out. Yes, looks like we're going line out. So we'll see how the Cats do in their first line out of the season. See if they keep it simple or see if they try to get a little bit fancy here. Here we go. Executed. Jack Phillips has the ball. Pounds it up to Mike Punzelin, who just came back from deployment. He's a big unit for us this year. Looking forward to watching him play. Indiana's defense is up, putting pressure under Jack Phillips. Nice tackle. Nice tackle. Nice ruck. Indiana is up for the task as they're pressing up hard on defense. Butters gets a couple meters. Ball shoots loose. A little bit of chaos. Cats manage to maintain possession. They need to set a nice little platform here.
Well done, 6. Good job.
A little high pass, puts the Cats under pressure. We've got a turnover. I think we had a high pass off the 9 to Charlie Bear, led to a little bit of a knock-on. Cats being a little bit frantic. Both teams' defense leading the way while the offense struggles to sort of get their pattern in play. Pretty much as we would expect for first 5 minutes of the first game of the first season. All right, so we've got first scrum down of the season. Let's see how this holds, see if everybody stays square. Right off the bat, wonky. Ref says let it go. Indiana feeds it in. Cats pressuring, ball is loose. Cats got the turnover, You can see the crowd's pretty excited about it. So we'll look here for most likely a kick to touch by Jack Phillips. And he just missed by out of bounds. Cats pressing on defense though. And Indiana with a missed pass bounces out of bounds. Cats will have a line out at roughly the 22-meter line off a nice set piece. Last line out was a success, so we'll see if they can go 2 for 2 on line outs and see how the back line handles basically their first set piece of the season. We go, line out's a success. And a little bit of frantic, putting Jack Phillips in a tight spot. And Wet ball, ball's just bouncing around. That was not the line out we were hoping for, that's for sure. But they've maintained possession. We've got a penalty. Be curious what they do here. Do they go for points? Most likely Phillips will go for points. He's got a monster boot. He hit several from 45 to 50 last year, so this should be a layup for him. We'll see how he does. Yes, they are going for points. So Phillips lines up. Last year he was probably 85-90% on most of his penalty kicks. He's pretty lights out. So we'll see how he does.
I have it. Huh? I have some. Does he want it?
Missed it. Definitely had the distance, but was either wide left or wide right. I couldn't really tell. So we'll go for a 22-meter drop here. We'll see how Indiana's chase is, and we'll see how Kentucky's... Oh, Indiana with a cheeky little 1-meter dribble. Caught the Cats off guard for sure. Indiana's on the attack. They've got a nice little platform set here. Let's see what they do. Nice little double tackle by the Cats. Both teams' defenses have been pretty lights out so far. The offense has been pretty... but dudes. Wet ball. Gage Curry with a big shot on the Indiana winger. Cats have it set up. They've got a nice little platform set. Butters takes it in, gets his standard 2 to 5 meters as he always does. Gives a good platform. Cats look to move it wide. See what we've got here. Johnny Dardis out. John Hall. Nice defense by Indiana. Just couldn't get anywhere. Cats are kind of throwing it around. They need to take it into contact a little bit more. But looks like Indiana was offsides. Cats will have a chance. Most likely going to set up for a line out here. Let's see if we can't get ourselves squared away. John Dardis, sophomore, center, looking to get it out of bounds. And he does. Looks like give or take the 22-meter line. So last time the Cats had a nice little platform set on the 22 from the other side of the field here. The line out was a little bit wonky and they sprayed the ball around left and right. Let's see if they can't get themselves squared away a little bit better here with a nice platform out to Jack Phillips and let him see what the backs have in mind. Obviously Luke Keogh always trying to get him the ball. He's a bit of a handful in space and in contact. He's got a beautiful stiff arm. Here we go. And Indiana has stolen the lineout. So Cats 0 for 2 in lineouts early on. A little bit of struggle here. Let's see what kind of defense they put in place. Brendan Lynn's off to an early start in this game. He's got a couple big tackles just on pure effort alone, and that's the kind of player that he is. Cats look for a double tackle. Could have been a little bit better. Could have been a little bit better. Indiana's moving the ball. Probably looking to kick, and they do kick. Looks like it was blocked. And looks like Kentucky scrum down most likely. So Cats, once again, line out a little bit inside the 22 this time. They're 0 for 2 on lineouts. We'll see if they can't execute this one. Looks like Coach Inari's got a play drawn up here. He wants to see how we execute it. And once again, we lose the ball on the line out. Gage Curry just couldn't get it. I don't know if the ball's wet, but 0 for 3. And a penalty. Tragic. Tragic for the Cats. Indiana's going to look for touch, and they're going to try their own line out here, which is a smart move because they're buried inside, probably about the 12, maybe 15-meter line. And they punch it all the way out to give or take the 40. So we'll see what Indiana offers out of their line out, and we'll be able to check the Cats defense, see how they set up, see if they mark their man, see if Indiana's got anything special for us in the early season, something out of the playbook. Let's see what we got here. Oh, stolen by the Cats. So lineouts continue to be a problem for both teams. Kentucky's on the attack. Mike Punzelin Returner just eating up space. He is going to be a handful this season, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for the number 5. Cats have got a nice little platform set here. Should have a nice little crash. And we should be out here to Phillips or Dardis and see what we got. Cats got the back line set. All they've got to do is run a play here, see how they do. That wet ball's been a problem all game, though. Dardis takes it up. Nice tackle by Indiana, and he's got a knock on. Slipped out of Dardis' hands. Indiana squares away, looking for the box kick. Nobody's back for Kentucky. Matt Verdes chases back. Ball touches out of bounds. Brilliant little play by Indiana to release the pressure and get the ball back on the other side of the pitch. So we'll square ourselves here for a line out. Cats are 0 for 3, Indiana 0 for 1. I don't know if it's wet ball, first game of the season, but the lineouts have been a problem for both sides here. If Kentucky can't get this one and Indiana gets it, Indiana will be in a good spot to put some quick pressure on the Cats. Back jumper, that was a nice little lineout. Let's see what the backs can do with it. Once again, that ball's wet, slipping around. The backs are really struggling to make plays. Big Butters takes it in. He goes down. Indiana's defense has been tough. They've been pressing up, but big Blaine Donlin puts his head down, gets some meters. B. Lynn. Oh, was that a brilliant poach by the Indiana? Oh, brilliant effort by the Indiana 11. Just couldn't quite get there, but wet ball, knock on. Nope, not a knock on. Went backwards, apparently. Cats need to slow it down, run their phases, be patient. But the Indiana defense is making it hard when they get out to the backs. Indiana's up so fast that Cats just really haven't been able to get loose here. As I say that, they get a nice little gain here of about 12 meters. Cats crashing it up with big Charlie Bear, the number 4, the big senior. Andrew Weeks tries to dart through, the crafty little sophomore 9, but his groundwork is pretty terrible, and he turns the ball over. Nice idea by Weeks, but groundwork wasn't where it needed to be, and it cost us. Probably should have been a little bit more patient right there. But once again, early in the season, you're going to see those kind of mistakes, a little bit of home run ball, a little I want to impress coach in game 1, when we all know that run the phases, run the plan, run the system is what coach wants to see. But early on, sometimes it's hard to do. So we've got split backs here. 8-man pick would be a good play from Indiana, but let's see if they've got something else in the playbook here. See what we got. Cat's got a big push. The 9 takes it up. Little wrap around by the 9. That's a brilliant little play. Luke Keogh with a nice tackle, though. Forces the knock on. Big Gage Curry gets it. Oh, but he's pushed out of bounds. Luke Keogh with a brilliant little play to shut down that 9 who had the gap. So we've got, looks like we've got, going back to the knock-on. So when Luke Keogh made the tackle on the 9, there was a knock-on, so we're going back to that. The Cat scrum has been pretty dominant from the defensive side. Let's see how they do on the offensive side. Let's see if they get good clean ball here and set up a good platform. But that Indiana backline defense has been a handful. The Cats have gotten it, but they're up in their face, and they've just not been able to really do much with it. So we'll see what we got. This wet ball continues to be a problem. Ball's in. Comes out. We've got a nice little clean platform here. Let's see what the Cats can do with it. Luke Keogh with a nice play, but brilliant defense by Indiana. I'll tell you what, the Indiana defense, the back line, is not scared to get in there and mix it up. Big Donlin, and he gets stifled this time. This is just a defensive matchup right here. Kentucky's defense has been a handful. Indiana defense has been a handful. It was a nice run by the Cats, but once again, can they put enough phases together to cause some problems? Cats just hammering away, but Indiana defense is strong, and we've got another knock-on. That wet ball continues to be a problem for both sides. Cats will run a handful of plays, look like they're getting ground, knock on. Indiana, same thing. Now on the last scrum down here, Indiana had a little trickery. The 9 passed it out, wrapped around, and tried to take that gap through the 13. Luke Keogh made a heck of a play and made the tackle. So let's see if they go similar or if they look like they're lining up roughly the same, where we've got the 10 and the 12 kind of stacked on top of each other. Similar setup, so let's see if they run a similar strategy here, or maybe they go something completely different. Kentucky with a penalty. Quick tap by the 9, putting the Cats under pressure as he darts through the system. Nice tackle there by, who's that, Gage Curry. He's off to a hot start today. Luke Keogh with a nice tackle and a beautiful poach by Jack Phillips. 7 style. Didn't have the ball, but had the man. Just a brilliant poach. Relieving the pressure. Cats will kick for a line out here. Jack Phillips got a big boot, but early on in the season, let's just see if we can't find touch. And he hits it. Gets a nice little kick. And Cats will have a chance for a line out. They've been a little bit sloppy on it, but we'll see how they can perform on this one. As I look over, considering the rain and the delay, we've got a nice little fan base over here. One of the bigger crowds, especially you'll see for a preseason game. Although Kentucky IU, obviously going to pull out a lot of alumni, a lot of friends, a lot of family acquaintances. As most of these kids come from the Indiana, Ohio area, so a lot of familiarity. Here we go. Parker Cable throwing it in. Looks like they're going back jumper. And sloppy, but Cats retain possession, albeit sloppy. Once again, Indiana defense just solid. That slippery ball has just caused both teams just headaches. Nobody can seem to, clean catch pass. It's catch bobble or catch pass bobble. Gage Curry's been a handful today. He gets chopped down. Nice ruck by the Cats. Weeks looks to play quick out to Butters. Butters always good for a handful of meters. Just eats up bodies. Quick ball. Indiana kind of presses the line a little bit. And once again, that Indiana defense just tough, and forces another knock-on. Cats are moving the ball. Cats continue to move the ball, but Indiana defense makes their tackles, and it's just a matter of time until we see a turnover or knock-on. Wet ball, slippery ball, early in the season. Cats would be better to, make one less pass perhaps, but it's not necessarily in the DNA. The gap's there, the play's there. It's just like I said, it's not catch pass. It's catch pass bobble, and that's just putting them in a tough spot. Knock on in and around contact. Indiana set up again here. The last one was a penalty. Cats got a penalty. The previous several, they had been pretty dominant in the scrum down, so let's see if they can get their form back. Nice feed. Cats pushing back. Cat scrum is just being a handful. Ball shoots out. Number 9, Andrew Weeks, snatches it. Cats have got a platform here. Let's see if they can use it. Slowing it down. They're going to pick and go it once or twice, get the platform set up, and then they'll try to look it out here to Phillips and Dardis and see what they can do. Problem is sometimes 2 pick and goes in a row in these kind of spots can lead to a turnover or a penalty. But the Cats have retained it. They're looking to go out. Nice little crash and a tip pass. They've got a brilliant platform here if they can play it quick. Indiana defense is up tight though. And we have a knock-on yet again. Just an endless amount of knock-ons. I'll tell you what, if I'm Indiana, I'm probably not too excited about this scrum down. I think we've had 4 or 5 scrum downs. Cats have 1 penalty, and then the other 3 or 4 Kentucky has pushed them back and made it really difficult on Indiana. Let's see how we do. Cats need to be clean here, no penalties. They've got Indiana under pressure. Indiana's most likely to try to exit out of here. They're just inside the 22, but it's unlikely that we're going to see them have too much of a go here. We got a great little platform here, and ball shoots out. That ball is just so slippery out there. Everybody's scrambling around. Indiana has retained possession. Most likely will run a phase or two here and then look to exit. Let's see if the Cats are back in good position to receive the kick. Will it be a box kick or will it come from the 10? Well, we're not ready yet. They're still setting up the platform. Cats need to not get a penalty here. Play it smooth, play it smooth. Here comes the kick, and it's an exit kick. Good defense and good safety by the Cats. Nice decision by Indiana to gather, run a couple phases, and then run the exit. So here we are, we're back again for a line out, which has been an Achilles heel for both sides so far in this game. Looks like if the Cats are smart, they might go to Gage Curry in that 2 spot. Fake, they're going to Beelin in the back, and it's another overthrow. Butters makes a nice little play, catches it. Lineouts just killing both sides. Lineouts and wet ball are the name of this game so far. Cats move it back, but we've got back shoulder ball, we've got bobbling. Indiana presses up hard, and we're back right where we started. I'll tell you what, I'll give the Cats credit. They are not scared to shoot this ball around and send it out to the backs despite everything. But Indiana's just waiting on them. Got a nice little box kick. Oh, Matt Verdes misses what could have been a big tackle. Indiana's got the sideline here. They've got some room to run. John Hall with a brilliant little drag down tackle. And Gage Curry with the turnover. I'll tell you what, Gage Curry is having himself a day so far. He is just burning it up. Cats break down the sideline there on the far sideline. Once again, we've got a good platform here, but here's where they've run into trouble. They've tried to run it wide. Indiana shoots up, and they just can't seem to get it. But Jack Phillips takes it, shoots the gap, gets a couple meters. Cats still have a good platform to attack from if they can just execute. Nope. Punzlin takes it in and knocks it on, but before that, it looks like we had a penalty. I don't see the ref's position, so I don't know what the call was. Cats, will they go for points? Will they take the line out? Scrum? If I'm them, I'm the Cats, I'm going for a scrum. I'm going for a scrum. Nope. Yep, they take the scrum. I think this is a good position for the Cats. They've been pretty dominant in the scrum downs. Just got to not get a penalty here. And if I'm the Cats here, I'm keeping it tight because that ball just continues to be slippery and Indiana continues to press up. I might hammer it up with Phillips or maybe Phillips to Keogh and then try to run quick off that. But if they try to be too fancy, it's probably going to lead to a knock-on. There we go, Phillips. Phillips looking at Keogh. They tried to run. Phillips decided to keep it. Has to work like a dog on the ground not to get a penalty, but he secures it. And Weeks with a errant pass, but Cats maintain possession. Indiana defense just coming up. Keogh's battling, but and we got another knock-on. Just endless amount of lock-ons. So far, the story of this game, Cats run 5 or 6 phases. Indiana challenges them on every single one. Cats knock it over. Indiana gets it back, runs 1 or 2 phases, turns it over. Cats get it back. Just back and forth, back and forth. So Indiana's got basically a scrum center here. Last time they had a scrum center, that 9 did that wraparound. It was a brilliant little play. Fortunately, Lee Keogh made a more brilliant tackle, forced that knock on. So let's see what Indiana has here. Cats try to drive him back again. That ball shoots out. 9 snatches it up, gets it wide. Indiana's on the attack here, and we've got another knock on. Nope, ref says knock backwards. And apparently Indiana knocked it backwards. The ball was bouncing around. Mike Punzelin, the number 5, tried to snatch it up. He knocked it on. So it should be Indiana scrum down just outside the 22. So here we go. We got Indiana ball. Kentucky has continued to just torture them in the scrum downs. About half the time, Indiana still manages to get the ball out, but just under duress. The other half, Kentucky's managed to either get a penalty or drive them over and snatch the ball. So we'll see if that trend continues or if Indiana's able to get their scrum squared away here. Once again, right off the gate, Cats just blow them over. Should be a penalty for Kentucky. Oh, ref sees it the other way. Ref sees it the other way, says Indiana ball. 9 quick taps it. And we probably got another penalty on the Cats. Nope. Apparently Kentucky knocked it. Somehow in that possession, Cats got the ball and knocked it. I honestly feel a little bad for Indiana scrum here. They have just been under the gun every single scrum down. But if the Cats aren't careful, they'll get themselves another penalty and put Indiana in a great position for a line out. So let's see if they can keep it honest, make good choices. And once again, they just drive them off. But Indiana gets the ball out. Indiana shoots the ball out. Brilliant little inside play. But forward pass. Kentucky's pretty amped up here. I'm over here on the sidelines closest to them, and they are amped up. And in fairness, they've controlled most of the possession of this game, but Indiana has been slight bends, 0 breaks, and then force a turnover every time. All right, here we go. Cats scrum down, and let's see if the Cats can execute 2 or 3 passes without a knock on.
Let's go, big boys, come on!
All right, here we go. Cats got the scrum down. Weeks works to the back. Looks like he's going to Dardis. Dardis going with a little chip kick. Ball is loose. It's a melee on the ground. Looks like Indiana has retained it. They got a chance to go wide here. Indiana exits. We got Ed, weak side winger, getting his second start on the varsity side. And we get back about the 25-meter line, give or take. Cats got a platform, but so far Indiana continues to just get him to turn it over. Here we go. Phillips looks to attack the line. Nice tackle by Indiana. Oh, Butters with a big ruck. Big ruck. Somebody is going to be not happy about that tomorrow. And it looks like Indiana might have been running the mouth a little bit, and Kentucky's most likely going to go for points here. As they're right in front of the posts, 20 meters out. Nope. Coach Anari says he wants to go for it. So Cats are going to have a go here. Let's see if they can hold on to the ball. Cats are going to look to run their power offense. First time they've ran it this season. We've been running it at practice with mixed success. So we'll see how we do here. First one was good. As we get closer and closer down here to the line, you get turnovers, you get hands in, you get knock-ons, you get ugly. And once again, we have the knock-on. But Indiana's scrambling. They've got the ball in the try zone. Bad things happen here. It could be a loose ball, it could be a scramble, and we've got knock-on. So he's going back to the knock-on. But once again, Indiana's in a dangerous spot here. They're on the 5-meter line. Kentucky has pushed them over on almost every single scrum down. But again, we've got a spot here where Kentucky's got to be smart. You would rather have Indiana exit than Kentucky try to push too hard and get a penalty, and then Indiana gets the ball up here. So we'll see if the Kentucky pack can be smart and diligent, press if it's available, but not get the penalty. That's going to be really key here. You can see the fans are turned up. Kentucky's turned up. Will Kentucky be smart and not get the penalty? That'll be the million-dollar question right here. And right off the gate, everybody slips. Ball is loose. Indiana 8-man picks it up. Kentucky needs to be smart here, not get a penalty, not get a penalty. And Indiana man kicks it out the back for, I guess, is that half? I'm not sure. Maybe that is the period. So, I feel like Kentucky controlled most of the game, but Indiana's defense had a bend, don't break mentality, and in the end, 0-0, and that's the thing we'll remember in the scoreboard.
Both sides. What's the wash in the rain?
Oh, you're Burkle now. So you're Burkle now.
Josh, wait, Josh.
It's a sign. Yo, we got number! Hey, we got number! Hey,
said the F-bomb.
Thank you.
Every time they were rucking, I was just like grabbing my like this. And then he got like pulled out by the front door. I was like,
on, Blue! Let's go! Power, go! Yes, yes, that. Go. Yes. They were just no.
Fans, you're on intent.
Hey, Frank. On the white line. Here we go, boys! Here we go! With him! With him!
Whatever happened to that?
Oh, yeah!
Bro, you should have seen we went and played golf the other day, and it was pissing rain, and he was in slides. Look at that.
Why is that not surprising?
Oh, yeah. What's duct tape?
I'll buy you a beer. That'll turn your life around.
Throw it. That's fucking Belson. Hey, keep it up, baby. Keep it up, hey, keep it up. Boy, let's go. Keep it up. Check that angle, boy.
Come on, Beck, go.
What? I was just I didn't have one.
Dude.
I am a singer.
Hey, boys, do me a favor. Get all this stuff in the bins. We have bins over there. I'll wash all plywood outside on the
No, Johnny, Andrew. Jersey. Blue jersey. John, Piggy. Jersey. Mike. Landon, you gotta move back. Landon, this way. Landon. Get him. Out blue. Yeah, coach.
Your mark's on here. So when you get set,
That's might have been the worst game to drop out.
Where's Josh in?
No. Middle.
Stop! Luke, you got it, Luke, you got it, you got it.
No, I felt it. I was like going down. And then it was just like, everything just like lit up.
John, go to the middle. John, go lift in the middle. Single lift in front. Put him up. Drake, go guys, head. Warriors 23. Lock there, you're lifting the front, single lift. Great. You're in the middle with the two props. Here we go, Jay. Here we go, Jay. Hey, let's go, Jay. Find that. Right. Sit. Push, boys. Wait. Don't attack him. Hey, let's go, Trey. Keep that left shoulder. What am I supposed to do? Stand up. Hey, good job, Matt. Don't let that left shoulder go.
Good job, Matt. Thank you very much.
You did pretty good. You almost scored like twice.
He's kicking his feet. By the time I got ripped off, he was
Ryan, Angel! Go! Yes! Yes! Perfect! Yes! Oh my God. What? We missed the first drive and I love you, Danny.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
It's like the worst thing you can say.
It's hard when your only job is to pass the
But you not do that every quarter.
You should have a board right now.
Oh yeah!
They're not doing it.
Come on, boys, let's go! Huge hit off there. Hey, go light someone up. Time to set tone again. Let's go.
Right?
Lay him out! Lay him out! Yeah! Let's go, boys! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Let's go get five! Let's go get five! Come on!
He can read lips. He can read lips.
Stop it! Get back in there!
Hey, where's the trash bags?
Right there. Wait, we're hanging up on that tent.
Sick, thank you.
I just picked up all that.
Thank you, Ethan.
This one does that shit all the time.
Hey, Brian! Brian, lifeguards, C2,
It's the worst when you haven't done it in a long time. First,
I didn't have shoulders. I don't play with them. Outside shot. That's why I got
this one's double jointed.
Yeah, Jaden! Yeah, Jaden! Yeah, Jaden!
Hey.
Let me get the freshman. I need three freshmen. Three freshmen, come with me. It's okay. We are going down here, and I'm going with you.
One right now!
Hey, watch your feet.
Hey, start breaking down the sideline now. Get everything set up so we're not here for 50 minutes.
Oh,
That ass. Everyone start doing something.
yo, dead ass. Yo, John just said dead ass. Get on it. Nope, I got a concussion. Dead ass. Yo, what I'll do is dude, dead ass, I'm thinking off. I'm not fucking kidding.
I got the group together.